And this needs to be done very carefully because you don't want to break the screen. This looks like a particularly expensive TV. Maybe you got it in a sale, but it looks expensive. Okay. So the bracket's going to go on the back of the TV. So what we want to do is probably lie the TV forward on its face. Using the cushions that are provided with it is a lot easier. Then we cut the box and lift off from the back to minimise any chance of damage to the front screen of the TV. Now just another point to note on TVs as well. When you're handling the TVs, be very careful not to squeeze. I always try and use an open hand when you're lifting the TV because this is a low leg, is it? Yeah. Screen will break on these very easily. Connect here now in a second, that'll be the next thing. Also with these bolts as well, you want to be very careful not to over tighten. Tight but not over tight because you bust the threads and then you're in big trouble. Do you know what I mean? And when the TV's up as well, I always like to just give it another little check to tightness on the bolts as well for movement. Checking here as well, so as well when we get up, when the bracket's on the wall, we hook in underneath this, and then this is going to be the clip that's going to secure the bracket on the bottom. So I just want to check the movement here to make sure this is working correctly, because it's going to be very difficult when everything is up and we're lifting the TV if that doesn't function, because sometimes these can be jammed or something. So I'm going to put the screws in here, and then we can start making we'll make progress here for the bracket. Okay, so I'm going to get the arm and put it on here because depending on what way this part of the arm here is, we may need to adjust this bit here to allow for a bit. It might have a big handprint here, so that's the next thing. Okay, so that's good enough. So I'm going to just move that up a little bit more towards the top, just to give it a bit more balance towards the top. It'll just help the TV, the overall balance. It won't make much difference, but just it's better to have them on the higher part of the TV. Okay, so now that we put the footprint of that down, I know there's nothing going to catch the top there, so we can go ahead and fasten here. Now again, be very careful not to over tighten on these screws as well, because they're a fine thread and they can wear out quite easily, so just be careful. Well, you should be generally sure that everything is going to be correct, and because you're obviously paying for experience and getting a professional to do the job. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like me.
Can we have a look at the screw there? Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, and these screws are temperamental as well, because there's a way to insert these screws. I'm very familiar with them now, but you know, there's a certain way to use these screws. They're quite delicate. They're very, very strong if they're used correctly, but if they're not used or overstressed the wrong way, they can snap. What kind of bracket you're putting on as well, you need to put washers onto this to correspond to the bracket, to make sure that it grips it properly, because the head of this stud here is only a 6mm bolt here, so we need to expand that up to the size of the bracket that we have.
Yeah.
To make sure it's all clicking. And as I say, you do. Yeah, so we get, because every bracket is different, but this particular one we can hook it on here, and then we can lift the TV onto this bracket here. Okay.
with